Hello, welcome to MC Sports Presents. I'm Nate Martin, alongside me is Kiran and CJ. Shall be talking about sports such as the NFL, NBA, and NCAA basketball. Let's start off with the playoff, guys.
Sure.
So, CJ, sum up the playoffs for us.
Well, in a nutshell, it came down to the two number one seeds in the whole, the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots. And the Super Bowl was, of course, won by the Patriots. Sorry, not by the Patriots, by the Eagles, the first time in ever. Riots in the streets, everything. And I think it literally came down to the fact that the Eagles' defense just made the one stop when they needed to in the whole tournament. It was just that one thing, because the defense was nowhere for the rest of the game. And that is actually what kind of turned it, because then you see Tom Brady comes back down, tries to do the last-minute drive, and it didn't work. So that's literally how you sum up the playoffs. Philadelphia over New England in the Super Bowl on a defensive stop.
Yeah, Karen, any thoughts on that you'd like to add on?
I agree with CJ, but one thing that really surprised me was how deep the Jacksonville Jaguars went. With a not exactly elite quarterback in Blake Bortles, he led them to a massive upset against the Pittsburgh Steelers. They could not beat the Patriots, but they did exceed expectations in the playoffs. I think the Patriots took for granted that they could beat a backup quarterback, and you saw the lack of intensity in the first quarter. The Eagles jumped on them, and they never looked back. What do you think, Nate?
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, if the Jags get a franchise quarterback, because I don't believe Blake Bortles is a franchise quarterback.
He's not going to be.
I think if they trade up in the draft or something, because it's a great QB class this year. I think if they trade up, they can easily get past the Super Bowl. As the Patriots are aging, they just got rid of Danny Amendola, and I'd like to talk about one game in particular, the Vikings-Saints game.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Great game. Stephon Diggs, easily, I think, with the upcoming years, with a great quarterback and Kirk Cousins, I think he could be a top receiver in the NFL.
Possibly. I mean, just the way the Vikings have been, they did really well last year, and I think they're going to be building on that. Mm-hmm. A surprise team, though, I mean, I will admit for both you, Jacksonville. Now, here's my question. If they can trade up in the draft, who are they going to get as a quarterback? Just two. I mean, you've got a couple coming up. Now, I hope to God they do not get Oklahoma's, because that guy's got issues. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say who, because everyone knows who he is. Mm-hmm. But who are they going to get? That's just my main question.
I feel like the best quarterback after the Combine was Josh Allen from Wyoming.
He's underrated too. It's an underrated school. Mountain West. I mean, it's Wyoming. You don't read a lot about Wyoming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I feel like it's kind of a similar situation with Carson Wentz, but not as much hype.
Josh Rosen, maybe.
Rosen,
maybe. I think it's more like Alex Smith. Because Alex Smith, he went to where do you even go to college?
No.
Where did he go to college?
I don't know where he went.
BYU. Was it BYU? It was a really small school.
Yeah, it was a small school.
He went to a really small school, and that could be the same thing where it's you don't read much about him, and then 5-6 years in, he turns into kind of a pseudo franchise quarterback, and that could actually really help, especially with the Jags, because their owner is talking about moving them to London of all places. I mean, London. I don't think they're ready yet. Yeah. Give them like 2 more years.
But maybe just another option, Sam Darnold.
Not too bad. Yeah, Sam Darnold's not too bad a pick.
Yeah, but they won the Pac-12. He had a winner's mentality.
Yeah. We're just going to have to see, honestly.
Wyoming quarterback?
Maybe.
Josh,
I don't know.
I do like him. Okay. A couple of things. I was surprised by the Eagles blowing out the Vikings, 37-7, I believe it was. But in the end, it was the best defense in the playoffs, winning the championship. Defense wins championships. Which
great win for that city, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They needed it.
Rocky statue been defaced, man. They needed to do it for Rocky.
Riots in the streets.
Apparently, according to SI, there was a police thing. I have to get my fire extinguisher out. There's a Christmas tree on fire, burning like
Yeah.
everything.
You know what I bet they were saying? Free Meek Mill.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Kevin Hart
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart on the stage.
did
Yeah.
try to get onto the stage for the
didn't
Super
work.
Bowl presentation.
That didn't work.
Let's
Didn't-
get back to sports, guys.
Uh,
And let's move on to maybe the best time in basketball, March
I
Madness.
mean, for college, man,
Yeah.
we got pros upcoming, but we
Yeah.
got this first.
It's already 2 days in.
And most brackets are ruined. Would you say?
Most brackets are ruined. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Kieran over here had the Arizona
Arizona.
going and Wichita State going to the
and
Final
Wichita
Four.
State.
2 seeds. You can't underestimate them.
Yeah.
Wichita State took a very rough loss
Yes.
to Marshall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one saw it coming. I thought they were a pretty good team.
Yeah.
It's March Madness, so it's one game.
Yeah.
Like literally one guy has an off night.
Yep.
And my bracket and their season is completely over.
It went down. It went down faster than the
It's
Titanic.
done.
Ooh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
moving on, I mean, who do you guys think the biggest snubs were? Just you know, that's always the one thing you always hear wanting. Mine, and this is going to be a weird one because I know you've got a choice and you've got a choice. Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. Now, who's Middle Tennessee? Most people don't know. CUSA, 16-2, 23-7 overall. The RPI, which is the rating for how tough the schedule is, a 33. They want their neutral site losses to Auburn, Miami, and USC. And they only lost to Miami and USC by a combined 8 points. 8 points to those two teams.
Yeah.
They won a road win over Murray State, who ended up making it, by
Yeah.
the way. And they swept number 39 Kentucky, Western Kentucky, and they didn't go. And now they're in the NIT and they're kicking butt. I see a problem with this. It's the same problem that St. Mary's had. Their conference is too weak.
Yeah. But my snub team is a team that beat your Middle Tennessee. I got USC as a snub.
All right.
They reached, you got the Power 5 conferences. They reached the championship in the Power 5 conference of the
Well,
Pac-12.
to add on to what you're saying, it's actually the Power 7 for
Power
basketball,
7, okay.
Atlantic Coast, Big East, Big 10, Big 12, Pac-12, Southeast, and the AAC. Now, AAC, you've really only got
ACC?
AAC. Not the ACC, the AAC. You only got, that's Cleveland's conference.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Let me put it this way. 33 at-large bids out of 36. For the remaining 3, would you care to guess what 2 conferences?
CUSA?
Nope. Atlantic 10, and this
Mountain
year,
West?
Mountain West.
and the Mountain West,
Yeah.
Yep.
San Diego State.
Yep, those were the only 3.
Yeah.
The NBA, just noting the committee's been tough on these mid-major schools. Like, you have to win your tournament.
Yeah. Can I go back to USC though?
Please go back to the Trojans,
yeah.
man, the SoCal Trojans, baby.
Yeah. Although they had controversies, I believe one of the coaches got fired. They still had the 34th best RPI, which CJ was talking about earlier.
1 under.
Yeah, 1 under, and they did beat Middle Tennessee. And I'd like to bring up something. Only one Pac-12 team in the tournament, and there was no Pac-12 teams in the college football playoff, and it was just been a horrible year for the Pac-12 overall in sports.
It's
Nothing
been rough.
going
And
on.
here's the kicker: UCLA lost in the playing game to St. Bonaventure.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, Kieran, who do you got? Just as a, you know, we're wrapping this up for this bit. Yeah?
Oklahoma State University. The Cowboys, Kansas, number 1 seed, swept them. West Virginia, 5 seed, beat them. Florida State University, 9 seed, we beat them also. I mean, and I'm just going to compare them to someone. Oklahoma won 2 games since the start of February, and they're in. Oklahoma State won more games than them and had better wins than them. Oklahoma State beat Oklahoma by a landslide, just crushed them. And so, I don't know where they are, why they aren't there. I think they're a really good team, and I wouldn't be surprised if they win the NIT.
Yeah, and
Very
now they're
good
going
team
to be
right
playing
there.
Stanford.
Yeah.
Let's go
soon.
Cardinals.
Yeah. Can we move on to surprise team now?
Sure, let's do
so,
that.
CJ, who's your surprise team?
Man, when you say surprise teams, you've got to go University of Loyola at Chicago, the Ramblers, beating Miami with a 3.
Oh, yeah,
at
that was
the
a great
end.
ending. Yeah.
They're being led by the 98-year-old team chaplain and Nunn's sister, Jean Dolores Schmidt. Man, dude, if anything, you got to win for a 98-year-old nun.
Yeah.
I have to say that. She's leading the pregame prayer before they're playing number 3 seeded Tennessee. That they got one more prayer. Hopefully they continue on, man. I want them to go on.
Yeah. You got to root for
It's a 98-year-old
Yeah,
nun.
you got to root for that. And I believe that was their first.
That was their first win in, what, 33 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Hats off to the Ramblers,
Yeah.
man.
Who's your surprise team?
I got Marshall, knocked down my Final Four pick, Wichita State, and they just outplayed him in the one game they had to win. They outplayed him. They had nice ball movement. They went inside well, and they just beat Wichita State. And they have a bit of a tough time getting through the next round, but it's possible. 13 seed over the 4.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of 13 seeds.
Yeah, I'm surprised no one has mentioned the Buffalo Bulls, okay? They destroyed Arizona. And might I remind you, this is an Arizona team
21
that
point
people
game.
said, 21-point game. People said that Arizona was going to be the year for them this year.
Yeah.
They have maybe the number
Yeah.
1 pick, DeAndre.
Yeah, DeAndre, the best, in my opinion, the best player in college.
I don't
Yeah.
know. We'll talk about that
Yeah.
another time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with
But-
him. Definitely top 3.
Yeah.
I will grant you top
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, but this is supposed to be their year this year.
And Buffalo.
Buffalo
SUNY
destroyed
Buffalo? I mean, come on, another 13 seed. What is up with these lower seeds, dude?
Yeah.
They are just putting in
Yeah.
work.
They destroyed my bracket. I had Arizona going to the Sweet
Everyone,
16.
I believe, according to
Yahoo.
it was like 0.01 brackets after that game.
Yeah.
Most
I can
brackets
believe that.
after the
I can believe
Chicago
that.
game were already kind of messed, but after that game, it was like everyone's were done.
Oh yeah, I picked Loyola Chicago over Miami.
Yeah.
But back to Buffalo. Their next game's against Kentucky.
That's
And
probably
they're
a loss.
Yeah. No. I think they can beat Kentucky.
Really?
Yes.
Beating the
Beat
Jayhawks?
Kentucky.
Kentucky
Sorry,
Wildcats.
the Wildcats.
The
My
Wildcats.
bad, man. Not Jayhawk Nation.
Yeah.
Bad.
But the game that Kentucky played was Davidson, a close game, right?
hung
78,
with them.
73. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
they hung with them.
So that's courage score.
Davidson, he's a good three-point shooter. Davidson's one of the best three-point shooting schools in the country. Buffalo Bulls, also a good three-point school.
I see where you're going. I see where you're
15
going.
threes they made.
Yeah. So and they held in there with Davidson. I don't think they can hold into a team that scored 89 points against Arizona or something.
Yeah, it was 89.
I don't think they can hold into that
Yeah.
because I think a lot of brackets had Arizona beating Kentucky.
89,
Yeah.
68, I
Yeah,
think was the final.
That's
Yeah.
pretty brutal.
Yeah.
That's probably it's like,
yeah.
yeah. I'm just thinking about that. It's just 89 points,
Yeah.
especially against the team that most
Yeah.
people thought, at least Elite Eight.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah. Yeah.
that might be upset of the
No,
year.
yeah, I think that could easily be upset of the year. But from college, we shall go to the pros.
Yes.
The MVP race looking
Oh man,
very.
dude.
I think it's a very interesting MVP race.
We got some.
Instead of
weird
two
teams.
contenders, we got some. We
got,
got
like, what, 4?
Yeah, I think
What
we
do you
got
think?
4 or 5. Yeah.
All right.
And we're gonna be talking about a couple of them here. You want to start us off with your MVP?
I got the brow, Anthony Davis. He is right now the only player on the Pelicans.
And they're what, the
Drew
6th?
Holiday,
and
maybe?
Maybe
But
Drew
they're what, the
Holiday.
6th. So basically, one guy. Basically, he's pulling a LeBron the second go around against the Warriors.
Yeah. He's playing 1-on-5. He has some guys who will pass it right back to him.
Rajon Rondo, good assist.
Ooh, my man Rondo in the clutch.
He lost their other good player, Boogie Cousins. They're 12-8 with him out, and he's not getting as much attention as say like Harden, but he's quietly leading that team, and he's the heart and soul of that team. They're right now the 5 seed which is a high seed in a very tight Western
Yeah,
Conference.
that Western Conference.
Yeah.
dude,
Nate,
that's-
who do you have?
Yeah, I think my MVP's got to be Giannis. Honestly,
Giannis, yeah.
he's been overall looking at my stat sheet right here, 27.3 points per game. Yeah,
80
not
or
as
more.
not as good as Harden or Davis or LeBron or something. 10.1 rebounds,
All right.
Pretty good for a small forward.
Pretty good, yeah.
5 assists,
All right.
pretty good. 1 block per game and 2 steals per game.
All right.
I think those are the best overall stats around the league. Giannis, he started off really well. I traded him in fantasy. I traded for him in fantasy basketball.
Didn't you start off the year injured?
No, he didn't.
No.
Oh, no, he didn't. He got hailed. I forgot.
Yeah,
My bad.
he was a beast at the beginning of the year.
Oh, no,
kind
he-
of slowed down
yeah.
a bit.
Well, I mean, it's really hard to keep up those
Yeah.
numbers for a whole year.
Yeah.
Who's your MVP?
Honestly, I got a rep from my boys in the 905 Toronto, man. Drew Holiday. Sorry, not Drew Holiday, man. DeMar DeRozan. I'm bad. I'm off. Okay, people, I'm off my NBA today. Just Raptors
overall.
coming back. Yeah, I'm off today, man. It's like, honestly, the Raptors, you know, coming back strong, especially after last year. They were down some players, you know, and they're playing the Cavs. However, you lost Kyrie. I don't know. I'm just saying the East has basically got LeBron and DeMar. That's it. The West has got everybody else at this point. And I'm just going, maybe I'm being biased, you know, with weaker conferences not playing as tough guys. But if he still puts up the numbers, he can make it.
I think I'm surprised that we haven't talked about the number one candidate.
James Harden.
Yeah.
James Harden. Let me throw it out to you. 31 points per game, 8.7 assists, 5 rebounds, 1.9 steals. And let me throw out something to you.
Yep.
There's only been one MVP winner that has won the MVP, not being in the top 3 seeds in the playoffs.
All right.
And I believe that was Moses Malone or something back in the day.
That's impressive. Moses
Yeah.
Malone. Who's that with the Hawks? Old school Hawks?
Wizards, I believe.
All right, there we go.
Or was it the Bullets back then, though?
No, it was Wizards. It was the Wizards. They changed over in the 80s.
Okay. But speaking of playoff picture, Kieran's going to go
Kieran,
up.
would you mind?
Yeah.
All right.
So
Okay,
you want to start us off with the 8th seed?
We're gonna which
Let's
side?
go
We
West.
start in the West.
We'll start West.
All right, starting in the West, and I'm just looking at this. I don't know, dude. It's close
Yeah,
at the
it's
bottom.
tight.
You got you got Denver, you got the Clippers,
Bucks, Heat.
Bucks. Yeah.
No, my
That's-
bad.
that's the East, bro.
Jazz and
Okay,
Spurs.
guys. One, we got the Rockets.
Okay.
One is the
Rockets,
Rockets. Let's start with
guaranteed.
one. One is the Houston Rockets.
In my opinion, they can easily, they're easily the best team. They can beat any team in the NBA right now.
Okay, let's go down to 2.
Yeah.
Number 2, Dubs.
Yeah.
Immediate.
One thing, this just in, Durant is out for 2+ weeks.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
They're
They're still
screwed.
the 2.
They're
They're
screwed.
still the 2.
Yeah, that's still the
Just-
truth.
They're not getting the 1 at that point.
But in my opinion, the Blazers can.
Blazers,
they
I think,
could
are-
sneak up. They could
Yeah.
sneak up.
Blazers, in my opinion, though, are week 3. They only really have 1 player.
2.
McCollum.
Okay, fine. I'll give you 2.
Okay. Number 4, I have the Timberwolves.
All right. Not too shabby.
Yeah.
Not too
yeah,
shabby. I mean,
Butler was injured for a while.
yeah, and they've got
He's
pretty
still
good.
out. He's going to come back start of a postseason.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right.
But Cat's been leading them. Carl
So we're
Anthony
going with
Towns.
Minnesota here?
Minnesota.
Yeah,
on the
Minnesota.
4. 5.
I got the Thunder.
You got OKC.
I agree with him. I got
All right,
OKC.
that's not too shabby.
I got OKC.
OKC. I mean, they're down a couple guys, but it's not too bad.
Yeah. Okay. Then how about the
Pelicans in 6 with a brow.
Yeah.
Dude, it's 1 player
Yep.
pulling a LeBron.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who's your 7 pick, though? That's my question. The 7 and the 8
7
right
and 8.
now?
It's hard, but I think the Jazz. I think extremely underrated, really. Although Rudy
Jazz?
Gobert got injured.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you.
Donovan Mitchell, Rookie of the Year.
All
Don't
right.
argue with me.
All right.
Yeah.
I can't argue with you.
Yeah.
I don't know the
Joe
stats.
Ingles, underrated.
All
Been
right.
playing pretty well.
All right. And then the 8. So who? Okay, let's just list who we got. We got the Spurs.
Yeah, it's Spurs 8
Hold
seed.
on. We got
think
the
we got
Spurs.
Spurs 8
We got the Lakers. Sorry, not the Lakers. The Clippers and the Nuggets. Do you really think the Spurs are going to be able to keep that up, though?
I think they can hold on.
Yeah, they
Okay.
could hold on, but I don't know. The Nuggets are looking pretty good.
All right, I got you. All right, so we got the Spurs.
We're going
Yeah,
San Antonio.
there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, now the East. The East is pretty easy.
Yeah.
Let's start with the one.
I got Raptors.
Raptors.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take that back. Yeah, I take that back. Yeah.
You said your MVP
Yeah, my
was
MVP's on
DeMar
the team.
DeRozan,
Rosen,
and
yeah.
he is on there.
All right,
He's on Toronto.
Toronto. 905's repping.
Yeah.
All right, 2, we got the Celtics. That's just a gimme.
Yeah.
Kyrie has been leading the charge.
Yeah.
It is beautiful.
Yeah. I believe Kieran's gonna need a new marker.
Just go to the other one. Yeah, right
Yeah.
there. There we go. Hey.
So
That's
number
the 1
3.
and 2.
Number 3, Cavs.
Cavs in 3. All right.
Yeah.
Well, kind of have to. I mean,
Yeah.
3 straight
LeBron's been
years.
having one of his best years of his
Yeah.
career.
4 of those, a good question.
I think it's the Pacers. Victor Oladipo, Domantas Sabonis.
I got the Wizards on this one. I got them coming.
Yeah,
all the
I
way
think
up.
it's
got
at
the
the
Wizards.
5.
We got the Wizards, and basically that's a flip flop right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
That's
flip-flop,
That's
yeah.
an honestly.
So we want to go with Indiana.
We'll take
Indiana,
Indiana 4.
Indy.
We'll take Indiana 4, and then Wall, and we got
We
Agent
go-
0 and the DC team, man.
Yeah.
In the 5. All right.
The process is doing well
The
right
process.
now.
Don't talk
Let's
about
go
the
with
process.
6. I'm going 6 with the
The
Sixers.
Sixers and the process, dude.
When was they? It's been a long time
You
since
do
they
not
made
trust
their
the
playoffs.
process.
I trust the
Okay,
process. I trust the process.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
now it's just locked. We got Bucks.
7,
Bucks and Heat.
My man,
Seven.
I
Giannis
think Heat's, yeah.
Antetokounmpo and
Yep.
the Bucks rating 7. Now that 8 seed though.
Yeah,
Here's my question.
I think Heat can keep it up.
Heat
Goran
got it.
Dragic.
Heat. We got the Pistons though.
They're,
Pistons.
they're 5 games
Reggie
up on the
Jackson's-
Pistons.
Yeah.
How many games left?
10. 11 for
11
the
is
Heat.
comebackable. Probably not.
Yeah.
I don't know how the
Yeah.
Heat are. I don't know
Yeah,
what the Heat schedule's
the
looking
Heat.
like.
I think the Heat looks good.
Yeah, it's
So-
rough. It is rough.
There is our NBA
Okay.
playoffs
We're going back
picture.
here.
Oh no, what we don't need.
Oh, we don't.
I say we're fine.
Do you want to do it? We don't care.
Let's fill it
Okay,
up.
let's fill it. Okay,
Okay,
let's say
okay.
Houston
Okay.
win. Let's do this. right.
Okay.
Houston win in 5. I'm gonna give San Antonio a game. That's because San Antonio's got pop. I'll give them a game. Houston 4-1. Minnesota OKC. What do you think?
I got Minnesota.
Yeah.
In Minnesota, how many?
I say Minnesota in
6.
6. Yeah.
All right, Minnesota in 6. All right, fine. Portland, New Orleans. Ooh. Let's put it this way. We got 1 guy against 2 guys.
2 guys is better than 1.
2 guys better than 1.
Yeah,
Portland.
Portland.
Let's give Portland in 6 only because I
Yeah.
think the Browns actually going to be able to hold.
And I don't know when Cousins is slated to return, but yeah.
Now, Golden State. Now, Golden State.
I got them
Golden
in a
State,
sweep.
but I'm going to give them in 6 because of how the injuries have been playing.
Yeah.
Just because of the injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And Utah's a pretty decent team.
Yeah,
like,
Utah's not shabby.
Might I remind you, they like I believe it was a couple weeks ago that they lost to Utah with a fully
They
healthy
did.
squad.
Yeah.
so-
All right. Now, so
East.
for that set. Now, Houston, Minnesota. That's probably another Houston victory. I'm just going to be blunt. You got
Yeah.
Harden.
Yeah.
I'll give the Wolves 7.
I will give you 7.
Yeah,
though.
I'll give
I
you
will
7,
give you the
yes.
7. 6 is the other one I was thinking. Now, here's the hard one for me. Portland,
This is going to
Golden
be a
State.
big one.
I'm going to go, and this is just me, Dubs in 7,
Yeah.
only because of the team. Portland's got 2 guys.
Yeah.
Golden State's got a team.
Yeah.
Now, let's go over to the East really quickly because I need to think about that West. Toronto beating Miami. That's a
Yeah.
given.
That's
Easy.
cruise.
Easy.
Now, I think 4-5 is going 7.
Indy.
I got Washington only because my man John Wall.
Okay.
Indiana's been losing some
And-
guys, but it's going 7. We can
yeah.
say 7.
We can guarantee 7.
And Bradley Beal, though. He's been
Bradley
a key
He's
part.
not worth that much money. I'm sorry.
Yeah, whatever. Washington in 7.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
Cleveland, Philly.
Washington in 7.
Washington in 7. That's just that, man. Okay, now
Key
Cleveland,
part
Philly.
since Wall's been out.
True.
Beal's leading the team.
True.
Only player.
All right, now Cleveland, Philly. I actually got Philly, man.
Yeah, I think Philly could beat him.
I think Philly only because, dude. I mean,
Trust the process.
no, not trusting the process. It's just they gotten better
Yeah.
over time.
Yeah.
I think I got
Ben
Philly,
Simmons.
but Cleveland's gonna give him at least 7.
Yeah.
No.
That's-
dude,
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I just
Give it
gotta
to
say,
LeBron. He's the best player
it's
in the
one
world.
guy. You got one
Yeah.
guy against
Rodney
the team,
Hood.
man.
Yeah.
I got Philly only because of this.
It's
but
Cleveland.
I'm giving them 7.
Yeah.
I'll give it
Boston's
to you
over the
because you have
Bucks.
2.
I will give you, but Boston's over the Bucks.
Yeah. Boston's over
Yeah,
the Bucks.
6.
Yeah.
Philly's gonna be a scary 6 seed. Like
Yeah.
they're gonna make Cleveland work.
The East is a lot more scary than usual. I'll give you
The
that.
West is scary, but this is just
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
Boston over Philadelphia. That's just
Yeah.
that's a given. You got Kyrie,
And I think really
and then Yeah.
in
Toronto.
5.
And then
in
Toronto in 5
Toronto
over the Dubs.
Toronto
Now,
is the hottest team in the NBA right
TOR
now.
in 5. All right,
Yeah.
now, West Side. Oh, God. So this is the Final Four.
Mhm.
I don't know, dude. 905s,
think-
but do you think it's, okay, this is the part where it goes 905s, but it's going to 7. That last bit's going to 7 for sure.
Boston, bro.
What do you think?
I think Toronto, just
I
because.
got the 905s.
Kyrie's
only-
been there. DeMar
yeah.
hasn't been there. Nobody on that team's been there.
I have to agree with him, though.
Okay, that is true.
Experience.
No
Playoff
one's been
experience.
there.
I say we
All
go
right,
Boston.
Boston goes to 7.
Boston,
It's
7.
in
yeah.
7.
That's going to, both of these finals are going to 7.
Yeah.
I got Houston. Unfortunately,
I agree with you.
Unfortunately, man, I love the Dubs, but
But really though,
but Houston's been healthier.
Yeah, Houston.
I'm going
it's
by
all a
health.
matter of
Durant
yeah.
though, he'll
Dude,
be back.
It's
Curry will be
it's
back.
gonna be close. It's
Yeah.
gonna be close.
I
I just
think
got Houston only
Houston's the best team in the
only
NBA.
because of the health.
Yeah.
Because we don't know if anyone's going down.
Because
I'm
Curry's
just saying.
ankles 4
Yeah,
times this year.
Exactly.
I can't trust him.
I gotta go on the health.
I gotta go Houston.
If Harden breaks his legs in
Well,
tonight's
if that
game,
happens, that happens.
what's gonna happen?
If that happens, that happens.
Yeah.
Now, finals, dude.
I gotta go Houston. Best team in the NBA. I'm sorry.
Looking
hate
at
to
this,
admit
I have to agree with you right now.
Yeah.
I think I got Houston in the finals.
But
Yes, no, we know.
Yeah.
I got Houston.
they'll be tired. They'll be tired.
They'll be tired. But here's the thing, though. Boston's gonna have to work the same. And I don't know. I think Houston's just got the better overall team.
Yeah. Okay, we got Houston.
So Houston's winning, but
As much as you
it's
disagree
gonna be
with it,
6.
yeah.
But it's gonna be at least 6.
So,
Rockets and 4.
Yeah.
4-2. All right. So we got some time left.
Yeah.
We got an interesting tidbits. Just from around the world of sports because we can.
yeah. How about we'll start off with, I believe you're gonna be talking about
Kieran's like, I don't want
the
to do this, man.
Let's talk about some
MLB is right around the corner. We're in the middle of spring training. And I have my team, the Philadelphia Phillies,
There we go.
a sleeper until they're not beating the Nationals in that division. I'm not saying that's going to happen. But with 2 wild card spots,
They can definitely
Yeah,
get it.
they can
And they got
definitely do
Markel.
it.
They got some guys. Markel Franco for
Yeah.
certain.
Franco, Abdul Herrera, Carlos Santana,
Okay.
and Aaron Nola, and
Yeah.
the ace,
All right,
Jake
that-
Arrieta.
yeah, that's that, man.
Yeah. What about you?
I got, man, with all the weather we've been having, dude, we got surfing in Portugal,
Yeah.
bro. We got
Oh,
surfing
yeah.
in Portugal. The Cararica Longboard Pro in Portugal. That's my thing, man. You got surfing in Portugal. You got to take
Yeah.
a look at that. And
Yeah.
Nate, to finish it off, what do you
Oh
got,
yeah.
bro?
I shall be talking about perhaps the greatest
Greatest?
sport that no one has ever heard of.
I've heard of it.
Aussie rules.
I've heard of it, though.
Aussie rules.
Let's go Frio.
AFL is starting up again. Sydney played their first game against GWS last week.
Up to dear gosh, they beat GWS.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you. That shall be a wrap on the show. Thank you very much for Kiran, CJ. I'm Nate. Thank you for watching MC Sports Presents. Goodbye. Okay. So, guys.